It's just after lunchtime o'clock. That's a thing now. 12:36 p.m. It is Tuesday. No, it is Wednesday. Well, for some of you, it's Tuesday. For me, it's Wednesday the 31st of March. I've just finished work, gotten home earlier than I thought I would, and thought I'd celebrate with a Three Houses stream. So this is part 15 of my Ironman Black Eagles Hard Classic run. And I have to say, we're not doing terribly bad. I've had a couple of losses, but really, look, I've still got 12 people. We're decent level. The ones that I'm most worried about keeping alive are, well, I'm going to say virtually invincible at this point, especially Edelgard. This is the tankiest Edelgard I think I've seen. She hardly takes any damage from anyone, and with the Aurora shield, she's not even afraid of snipers. Or Bonites for that matter. Ferdinand's been doing well. Caspar is a crit machine. Mercedes can heal from anywhere on the map. Yuri's almost impossible to hit. Yuritsa doubles and crits everyone. Lysithia can shoot from 4 spaces away. Dorothy is my dancer. Linhart's my good boy. And Hubert is a Dark Knight with a decent spear attack. So everyone's fine. We are in Chapter 17 of the game, Field of Revenge. Now, I am going to start with an explore session, as I always do, but given that I've got one quest battle, I think, yes, taking care of business. This is to unlock the merchant that sells arcane crystals, which might be nice, but I only have 888 gold right now, so my gold situation's a little dire. I don't know if I'll bother doing that mission or not. I might just do a seminar instead. I suppose if I get another mission and then I've got 2, it's worth the day. And I don't think anyone else needs to certify. Honestly, like, Edelgard is good, Hubert's good, Ferdinand is the Great Knight, but I'm going to have him Master Paladin so he can get Aegis. Because Aegis might be useful in the last map, so I may as well get it. He can be a Great Knight for the last map. Linhart, of course, is the good boy. Caspar... Dorothea doesn't really need anything, although I could, for funsies, make her a Mortal Savant. She has the good odds of doing it, but I think she's more useful as a dancer. So, yeah, we have Mercedes the Grimoire. I've opted to go with Grimoire over Bishop, because I think having double the amount of physics and fortifies over just having stronger is a bit more worth it. Plus it also increases her offensive capabilities. And she has a healing staff anyway, so she's still going to be doing bomb heals. Lysithia, of course, is a warlock, and I can't see her being anything else for the rest of the game. Marianne's a trickster. Yuritsa, of course, is the Death Knight. Yuri is an assassin. I don't know if I'm going to worry about changing his class at this point. He might just stay an assassin. So let's get into the explore session. Is there anyone that with any skills that I really want to raise? Because, like, I'm coming to the sauna now, but thinking about it, is there anyone that I really want to increase skills in particular? I could sauna with Hubert, so that his, we could start getting his reason to A. Could be useful. Ferdinand doesn't really need anything. Linhart, get his reason to A so he gets Excalibur would be quite useful. Caspar doesn't really need anything. Dorothea will get that black magic anyway. And then finally she'll have Meteor, which makes her crazy good. Whew. So, Mercedes could... No, she'll get there naturally. And Lysithia will get there naturally too. I don't really think I need to sauna with anyone. Not really, no. No, I can't see it. I mean, if anyone, it's gonna be Linhart. Probably Linhart and Hubert. Yeah. Okay. So we'll go with Linhart and Hubert. Right, now, Hubert, I know you're pale AF and hate seeing the sun because you shrivel up in it, but... Okay, it's not too bad. Actually, still pretty good. We're still pretty well synced. Wow. That was perfect. Hell yes. And we'll do it with Linhart as well. I need to fish on a day where there are golden fish. I don't think this is a day for golden fish. Because I'm still looking for a silverfish to complete that Hubert quest. See how Linhart goes. Whoa, buddy. Calm down a bit there. Linhart feels really good. I'm going to leave it because I don't want to risk burning him. And I've already gotten the very refreshed as well. That's fine. Don't worry me. Now, training grounds could be good for some money. I really don't think... Ultimate Sword Tournament. Ooh. Oh, you know what that means. Assassins get sword fare, don't they? Yes, they do. And he has 41 speed. He's very dodgy. His defense is not much, though. Whereas Yuritsa is way stronger and way tankier. I think I'm going to have Yuritsa complete the Ultimate Sword Tournament. I'm only doing this for some money. I don't even really need that Master Seal. So I'm mostly doing this for the money. Plus, Murderous Intent makes it so he's practically guaranteed to hit his target every time. It gives him extra 20 hit when he initiates combat, so... Wow. I don't think I'm even going to need to heal him. Good lord, they just straight up give you this OP unit in Black Eagles. Now, Yuritsa wasn't actually available for the first 3 or 4 months that this game was out. He came out with a Wave 1 DLC patch, and I don't think you had to have the DLC to get him, but it was one of those things where if you were already partway through Crimson Flower, you didn't retroactively get him, so you would have to have played it again to get him. That explains why some people have never seen Yuritsa as a unit, because they played Crimson Flower within the first few months the game came out and they never played it again. So no, he's not a DLC character. Okay, so we have a quest here from someone. I think it might be a battle quest, but we'll see. Oh no, find some herbs. Okay, well. Okay, he can't teach me anything useful, so I don't think we'll worry about that. Looking at people's goals, everyone needs to eat. I don't have enough money to buy gifts for people, so they gotta eat. Lavangula grass. Lavangula grass. It's a little bit of a tongue twister. Okay, no, peach, currant, carrots. Oh, okay, well, I'm just planting flowers from this point on. I think I'm only going to get like 2 more opportunities to do planting. So... yeah, alright. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't even really need to cultivate that much. I'll just do that. Alright. Just in case I need to repair some weapons and I can't afford it. I might end up having to sell some of the better weapons. Of course, a really good way to earn money is just to fish and fish and fish on the golden fish day or the lots of fresh fish day, but fishing is not the quality content that I want to bestow upon you. Right, smithing stones and black sand steels. Let me just see how much of each of those I have. I feel 7 smithing stones. Oof. I could sell some umbral steel. In fact, I will. Look at that. 32. I'm sitting on a gold mine and I didn't even know it. Wow. Look at this. I can actually just straight up sell like 20 of these. Wow, now I have money again. That's cool. Agarthium is used to repair armor, so I'm actually glad we got 14 of those. 12 mithrils. If I had a legendary weapon, I would certainly use it, however I don't. 21 wood steel is very, very nice, because I can make brave weapons out of that. But I think I'm going to need more smithing stones. Let's just get like 40, right? And that should last us the rest of the game, hopefully. Hey Anna, what you got for me? Oh, it's just this one, no. Secret shop, what have you got? Lots of stat boosters. Oh, this is where I... Is it worth getting... I think I'll get the Seraphrobe for Lysithia. For realsies. I have less reason to worry about her now. Cool. Let's see, is anyone close to tipping their strength over to the next stage? If I give Ferdinand a strength, or an energy drop rather. If I give Ferdinand an energy drop, then he'll have 35 strength, and that'll also give him 1 more speed. Cool. I will chuck your Brave Lance back on. Really want him to use the Spear of Asal. I think he'll just end up having to just, you know, run him through seminars, constantly train. Oh, so I've completed this quest now. It gives me a little bit of renown. Oh, I got some presents. Okay. I don't actually know how much renown I have, so I'll go to the cathedral. Is there anything else that I kind of really want? I maxed out Keyhole and Indec. I think I was working towards EXP plus 10 here, wasn't I? I doubt I'm going to earn enough renown before the end of the game, if that's okay. Food. Food at the dining hall. Unless you're Raphael, then it's food wherever you want. Spice Festival. Ooh. Let's go. Caspar and Hubert. Yep. Sweet. Little bit more food. Oh, right, I want to increase Mercedes and Euritza's relationship. See if I can get that to A before the end of the game.
I see your food preferences are the same as they ever were.
You haven't changed at all.
Right. Edelgard, Linhart, and Yuri. Edelgard, Linhart, Yuri. Who does Yuri actually support with? I always forget. Oh, it's just Dorothea? Okay. Well, in that case... Dorothea and Yuri.
I think I like this.
Alright. So, I still have Edelgard and Linhart. Now, these two actually being here is fine, because I'll raise their motivation... I'll raise their motivations through seminars, and then they'll be at max. Alternatively, I could just give them gifts. So, Marianne likes cute things, Lysithea also likes cute things, I guess. If I look in my storehouse... That's for Ferdinand. That's for Bernadetta, rip. That's for Bernadetta as well. That's for Dorothea, actually. Petra, rip. New bottle of perfume. Someone who doesn't often wear perfume. I forget, is that Ingrid? Or is I think it might be Lysithea, actually. Yeah, I'll try giving that to Lysithea. And the jar of sweets. Oh, that's for Yuritsa. Yeah, okay, so let's find Lysithea. Hey, Lysithea.
If we win, many people are cleaving to this notion, but I wonder if it would really end up as such.
It's hard to say.
It's true. I wonder, or could it be that?
No, it was definitely what you were thinking aloud. Without a doubt. Was it the new bottle of perfume, wasn't it? That's okay. And if I just have a good gift for Marianne... Oh, right, gifts are the first thing. I think she likes the armor bear stuffy. I think she likes a dapper handkerchief. Yeah, she likes a dapper handkerchief. So what am I going to do with my last 2 activity points? Don't know. What are you praying for? Oh. Oh, well that's very, very lovely of you. It says it's appreciated by fashionable men, but, you know, fashionable women as well. Oh, we still have Edelgard and Linhart. I suppose I can eat with Edelgard and Linhart. And then I'll have 1 activity point, and I don't know how I'm going to spend that yet. Faculty training sounds like a good play. But what would I train, is the question. Probably Brawl. Yeah, Brawl, because then I could get healing focus. That's actually a very good idea. Flower seeds, more Agarthium is nice. Pure water. Silver... did you see that? I just picked up a silverfish. Holy shit. Wow, I didn't need to go fishing after all. Where's Hubert? That's wild. Another owl feather. What are you hiding over here for? Thank you.
As long as he exists, I believe I have explained before.
Mm-hmm.
When we defeated at Road.
It was also one of his, yes. Which implies something pretty interesting about Cornelia. She may not be who you believe her to be, much like many other characters in this game in the same vein. Who can teach me how to punch? Caspar can teach me how to punch. For sure. Oh, he's at the graveyard. Yum. just it just reminds me so much of Ryuji now. It's hard not to see them as the same person. Yes! Oh, so close. So close. Da 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 da. Now, did anyone's weapons need, like, serious fixing? I don't think so. Could forge the killer axe and make it even more deadly. That armor slayer. Oh, the silver bow's seen better days. I kind of really want to forge the Wodao though, no lie. If I forge the Wodao, Yuri will become batshit crazy. Like, he'll just crit everything. Yeah, if I forge the Wodao and I'll forge the killer axe, I think I have enough money to do that. Of course, Linhardt and Edelgard, they have this talk about him heading up a new R&D development that she plans to make specifically for him. But then he's like, I don't know how I feel taking a job that you made specifically for me. That sort of puts obligation on me to accept it, which defeats the purpose of me wanting to work for anyone anyway. And then she's like, wait, fuck, you're right. You have to want to do this job. And if I say I made it just for you, that's like forcing you into it. Let me get back to you on that. So that's how that conversation goes. Marketplace is what I wanted. Like, even if someone gives you exactly what you want, it's not necessarily what you want when you discover that. If what you really wanted was to do something that you chose. To have someone choose something for you, even if it is what you wanted, still feels like it's not your own free will. I don't know, maybe that's a very first world problem to have, but hey. I can't even upgrade the Axe of Zoltan. That's fine. I'll just go without it. Yeah, Killer Axe, Forge. And then I was also going to forge the Wodao. I can't. I don't have enough black sand steel. Okay, that's the only barrier. I was afraid for a moment I wasn't high enough professor level. There we go. Yuri. Wodao, Forge. Excellent. 1 more might, 10 more crit, 5 more 10 more durability actually. This is an amazing weapon. In the hands of an assassin. Well, the enemy has every right to be afraid. Let's repair this silver bow, and that should be good for the rest of the game now. I really wish Yuri had a rapier, but he doesn't. So, you know. Doing that quest to get extra arcane crystals from the new merchant would be good, but I suppose I can always just switch it off of Dorothea anyway, because she's got 3 range magic as it is. Then again, so does Marianne. Silver gauntlets, iron gauntlets. I could give him Killer Knuckles. Oh my god, I could give Caspar Killer Knuckles. I don't think I'll worry about it. I could give him the critical ring though. Do I have a critical ring? I do not have a critical ring. Well, that's about to change. Oh, Anna! Oh, it costs 3,000. Alright, I'm gonna have to sell some more, of the thing that is worth the good amount. There we go. Okay, sell a bit more Uncle Steel, and now I can buy the critical ring. 5% crit might not seem like much, but if it makes someone go from, like, say, 65 to 70, 70 is surprisingly a lot more likely to happen than a 65. You'd be surprised. It's more than a 5% net increase. So, the evasion ring is also a thing I could get, but I don't think anyone specifically benefits from it. Speed ring is outpaced by other rings at this point. Yep, I'm gonna buy the critical ring. No, items. Have a critical ring, please. Thank you. So accuracy, march ring, goddess ring, prayer ring, magic staff, healing staff, Caduceus staff. I think everyone's good to go now. So I used all my activity points. I went to the marketplace. I reforged some things. I've done the gardening. I've done the amiibo gazebo. I went to the saint statues. I've done the arena. Everyone's at full motivation. There's nothing else I need to do. Fuck! I just forgot. Nah, just kidding. There was nothing I forgot. You okay, Alice? Yeah. She twitched her ear. You probably didn't see it, but I did. Now, it was Hubert. Whomst needs more reason. A perfect there would have been great. Multiple perfects would have been even better. But that's okay. Perfect. Okay. Now, who benefits the most from learning anything? Dorothy is going to get to A rank in reason anyway. I don't think she really benefits from anything at this point. Mercedes. Yeah, we'll give you some reason training. Cool. Lysithia could also do with some reason training. Okay, so that's going to level up. That's going to level up. What else can I train her in? Authority, I suppose. 2 more sessions. Yuri, I guess. I could get him to A bows. See if he learns a new combat art. Alright, so he'll get to A. Do this because. And Marianne. I could keep increasing her reason. Is there anyone else who I wanted to have, like, more authority, for example? I need to increase Ferdinand's lance. If he can use the Spear of Assal by the end of the game, I am starting to have my doubts. However, he does have the knowledge gem, and he just got 3 perfects in a row, so there's the boy. Okay, you two keep working together on the horsies. We want to get Edelgard to A+ flying. I don't know if she'll get to there, but it's still worth trying. Hands-off approach would be nice. That's actually really good. That's what I want you on. Nope. Let's just go Lance and nothing else. He's going to get authority naturally through battles. I like this. Actually, no, he doesn't need more fist. Reasonable distance. That works for Dorothea. That works for Mercedes. Putting faith in reason. They'll both level up. I think Marianne doesn't get any useful white magic from getting to A. I think she just gets aura. So we reason all the way. And just keep doing that with Yuritsa because why not? Yuri can go with the bow and fuck it, we'll just do faith because why not? It's important to appreciate things as they are now. I think that was the second best answer, actually. I think she likes to hear about the goddess.
No wall is too high for us to scale. Now that we understand and respect each other. Must you be so dramatic? Let's just get this done. Do not spoil it. Let me enjoy the moment, please.
I love them.
The two of us, this was only a trifle. I feel the same, Hewitt. The professor must be pleased with our glorious triumph as well.
I really am. You have no idea. Yes, all of the A's.
Got a quick study.
Meteor.
I'll do my best with this.
Ragnarok. Hades, what is this? Just a pantheon?
Can't say I'm surprised.
Recover? Oh, we didn't get anything for A bows. Ugh. I mean, apart from being able to wield, like, the bow of Zoltan, for example, but... So, Lysithea got Hades, Mercedes got Ragnarok, and Dorothea got Meteor. Am I actually sensing a cataclysmic event here? But now, Dorothea can equip Meteor at will and join in with practically everyone's gambits, say, or she can, if she has support with them, she can add to their hit rate and might in some cases as well. So it's just really good. I'm actually gonna let this one play out because if you haven't seen this, you need to see this. It's so great.
Hello, Ferdinand. Wait. Your nose is as sharp as ever, Hubert. Yes, it is a bag of fresh coffee.
They even have the romantic music.
You said you don't care for it. My stance has not changed. Drab, bitter, that bloody texture. If I have even a sip, my hands start to tremble. Rather harsh. What are you doing with it then? Well, you see. What is that? Is that an imported tea from the East? It is indeed. Keen eyes. Flaunting my favorite drink right in front of me. And you do not even drink tea. Foolish. It is for Edelgard, I assume. Before I answer that, I would like to know what you are doing with the coffee. Well, Is it a gift? Perhaps for someone you fancy? A gift, yes. For you. Who is the unlucky? Did you say for me? This coffee is a gift for me. Have I heard you correctly? Yes, that is what I said. A noble does not go back on his word. Just take it. I should decline. Why? The thought of receiving a gift from you, unbidden and unreciprocated, fills me with revolt.
Sure it does.
Accept this tea as a gift from me.
They just dance around each other so heavily.
It would be difficult to do, since I bought it with you in mind. Oh, in that case, thank you. What? You were planning to give it to me all along?
We're such dorks. He's blushing. That doesn't even have grammar. He was laughing so hard he broke the grammar.
But tea is not what I will be drinking. Of course, I will make you some coffee. Then I will prepare the tea.
Isn't that just the best support in the whole damn game? They spend the whole game just ripping into one another, and then they're like, "Oh, I got you some toffee, but I didn't really get it for you. But I mean, if you want it, maybe we could have a tea party. I mean, a coffee party together. You know, mutual respect, right?" And then Hubert's like, "Ferdinand, do you want to maybe go and get some ice cream?" Points if you understand that reference. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Just had to answer a message from Laura, and I realized that I'd left my phone not only not on silent, but actually out of the room. So, there we go. Now, let's seminar. But before we do, so, we need Hubert, Ferdinand, Linhart, all to join in with something. If I set them all to authority, there is a chance that they'll all attend. But I need someone who teaches authority with B or higher. So that would be Edelgard? I think if Edelgard does... Yeah. Okay, so we'll go Reason Authority. We'll go Lance Authority. And Reason Authority as well. I think Edelgard teaches authority. She does. Okay, cool. So I need to take Caspar and Yuritsa off Axe and Authority. Just punch Bare Knuckle Brawler for now. And who else did I teach? Mercedes. Lysithia actually gained a little bit because she liked Marianne's answer. I think that's how that works. Someone who comes up alongside a person who asks a question also gets a little bit of motivation if they like the answer that you gave the question giver. So to that end, I think, yeah. Right, so now I know she doesn't need to learn Axe, but if I set her to Axe and Authority, she will join in on the seminar. See, there we go. Okay, so who else did I teach? It was Yuri, wasn't it? It was Yuri. Okay, so now I'll teach him, get him learning Axe and Authority just temporarily. Sorry. And then he will also get his motivation back. Yep. However, I don't want to have Yominaga be in that. There might be no way around that. I think he joins no matter what. Although if I switch Mercedes to learning Axe and Authority, maybe Mercedes will take my place. Is that how that works? That is not how that works. I said also... So, Yuri, Lysithea, Mercedes, Ferdinand, Linhart, Hubert. Oh, I could just do the authority training. Oh, that makes way more sense. How about I do the seminar? They all get their motivation raised. They all get authority training.
Another game for mortal risk.
I'll do my best with this.
Next seminar, I need to have Ferdinand learn Lance. So someone to teach him Lance would be good. Although, I don't think there is anyone who can teach Ferdinand Lance. I think he might be the best person at it. Which is tricky. Oh no, never mind. Yuritsa can teach Ferdinand Lance. I like it. Okay. So this time we're going to teach everyone who's green. So that everyone who was yellow just before gets back up to max. And then we get 6 more people to fully teach again, which is quite helpful. May as well go for the A+ in Axe. Cool, cool. Dorothea. Faith, I suppose. Okay. Lysithea doesn't really need anything at this point. Although she does get warp at B rank Faith. Holy fuck, I just remembered. Probably shouldn't have taught her, but that's fine. I actually clicked that by accident. I didn't want to teach him that twice. Never mind. And we'll go with Marianne. Okay. So now we are back to 0. I'm going to change a few people's goals again, just so that they actually learn what I want them to. Yep. That's perfect, actually. Yep. 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 Lysithea, just faith and authority. And Marianne, reason, yep. Yuritsa can go to Axe and Brawl again. And then I think Yuri can just go to Authority. The group tasks. I mean, Hubert and Ferdinand can just keep... No. You don't need to become a trickster. I have a trickster. Oh. A.
Yes.
A rank. Hubert's birthday. Sure, let's have a tea party even though he hates tea. Oh, he'll absolutely love the Freskfell blend. I know it.
If you insist on inviting me here, I don't mind. When it comes to tea, they say you get what you pay for.
Yeah, he knows it's a premium brand. In fact, he just bought an entire fucking bushel of Freskfell blend for Ferdinand. I'm sure of it. Your ambitions. Mighty weapons. Oh my. Monastery rules. He doesn't care about anything except Lady Edelgard and her ambitions.
For choosing to walk this path with Her Majesty, you have my eternal gratitude.
You two for choosing not to die. Nod. Oh, I can actually just straight up give him a gift to max out his thing, so I can seminar with someone else instead. Hunting dagger. What next? Oh, here, just exotic spices. Oh no, he likes coffee beans, doesn't he? Not exotic spices. Blue cheese. I'll just give him an elf feather.
Studying my preferences forever.
There you go.
Thank you. This was more enjoyable than I thought.
You're welcome. Ooh. A rare instance where giving a gift in a tea party was actually beneficial. Yay.
I suppose this will serve me well.
Yes.
It's within my grasp.
Yes.
I must continue to develop.
I'm looking sharp, huh?
God damn, guys. Right, so, goals. Edelgard's maxed, Hubert is maxed now. So, Lance... What does Yuritsa teach? He teaches Lance and Authority, doesn't he? Oh, Sword and Lance. Interesting. So, he's very much a Death Knight through and through. Okay. So, I want to have Yuritsa teach... Well, Mercedes, of course. Linhart, Ferdinand. And then I suppose, just for motivation, Lysithia, Marianne, and Yuri. Let's see if I can do that. Actually, no, because Yomanaga's going to end up in the seminar, isn't he? Yeah, he'll always end up in the seminar. Okay, so we have Edelgard and Hubert there. We want Ferdinand, Linhart, and Mercedes. Wait, why would Edelgard and Hubert be in on a session with Yuritsa? That doesn't make... Oh, it's not Edelgard and Hubert, it's Edelgard and Ferdinand. But why Edelgard? She hasn't got the sword or the lance set as a goal. No talking permitted. I love that little flavor text there. Yeah, the only person better at teaching Lance than Ferdinand is Yuritsa. I don't want Edelgard there. It's annoying. We'll just change this to Axe and Authority and see if that makes her skip out on the seminar. So yes, we want Ferdinand for sure. Sword and Lance. Linhardt. Sword and Lance. Sword and Lance. And then Yuri. Sword and Lance. Okay, cool. So Edelgard is no longer there. Who else can I give a seminar to? Lysithea? Marianne. Sword and Lance. Now if I go seminar, perfect.
Seems simple enough. There must be more than this.
I think I got the idea.
Mm-hmm. But more importantly, you've now got the motivation. Okay. Ferdinand. Maybe I should have sauntered with Ferdinand. Oh, that's good. Damn, if I'd sauntered with him, he might be a lot closer to having a lance right now. That's fine. Linhardt, if I can get you to be authority, you could have a pretty sick battalion. Same with Mercedes, if I can get her to be authority. Right, Yuri doesn't really need anything at all ever again. Mercedes, I will, not Mercedes, Marianne, I will teach.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay,
I'm sorry. I'll have to do better.
you watch. There you go, you did better. And now, yeah, I guess it's just Edelgard and Hubert now. Brilliant. And then Hubert, sure. Is it worth getting Hubert to B+ lances for extra lance hit? Possibly. Frozen Lance is an extremely accurate move anyway though, so yeah. No harm in it. Okay, so the only person with any motivation now is Yuri, but Yuri doesn't need any, so I'm pretty out-motivated right now. And those two are still on stable duty. Now, I need to change these goals around again. So we'll go Authority and Flying, I think. Authority and Flying, yep. Hubert will just go with Pure Lance. Ferdinand, Pure Lance again. He's getting so close to being able to use it. Pure Authority for Linhardt. That works. That works. Pure Authority. Lysithea, keep doing what you're doing. Marianne will go Reason and Faith. Yuritsa, just go Pure Brawl. We'll see if we can get you healing focus by the game's end. Yuri, of course, can just stick on the sword and the bow.
utterly calamitous. Quite right.
Quite right, he says.
Now, to put this skill to use.
I love how aggressive her voice is. It's like such a commanding voice she has. Ferdinand is close to using the Spear of Assault. So very, very close. The Spear of Assault actually requires Mithril to repair, so I'm glad I have hung on to all of the Mithril that I currently have. But before I forget, Edelgard gets a new axe. Say hello to Aimer. 24 might, 60 hit, 20 crit, allows her to use Raging Storm. So, if I equip this, and then show you her combat arts, which, I mean, should be there for me to look at, right? Oh, okay, so you won't be able to see it until mid-battle, but that's fine. That's okay. You will see it, because I will use it. Now, Dorothea, would you kindly just equip Meteor, please? Even if you never actually use it, having it equipped will allow you to help out so much. Healing stuff, healing stuff. Crit ring on Caspar. Heck yeah. Ferdinand may not even need the knowledge gem anymore, but I think I'll keep it on him anyway. What I will do is I'll remove the Horse Slayer, since I'm not going to need it for too much longer. Spear of Assault. It's already effective against horses. 14 might, 9 weight, 85 hit, 10 crit. Really good. Restores his HP, synergizes with his crest as well. So when Ferdinand gets to A rank in Lancers, he can not only use the Spear of Assault, he also gets the Combat Art Swift Strikes, which allows him to hit twice. Now, why this is so good is because his crest is the Crest of Keyhole, which is not only compatible with the Spear of Assault, it has about a 40% chance to activate when you use a Combat Art. But using Swift Strikes, specifically, it gives him 2 40% chances to activate. And it can activate on the first or the second hit. And when it does, the Crest of Keyhole prevents the opponent from counterattacking. So, Swift Strikes with the Spear of Assault is really, really effective at just shutting down bosses and dealing heavy damage to them. It's quite reliable. Like, it's reliable damage because you get to hit twice. It's like having the Brave Lance equipped. And if you can hit a boss, like a very, very scary boss, several of which we're about to face, with Swift Strikes and have the Crest of Keyhole proc, that's just a shit ton of free damage. And also an undamaged Ferdinand, more to the point. So it even helps with his confidence. It's just such a really good combination to have. So this is why I really want to get him to A rank. Edelgard, though, I think you've outgrown the hand axe. So, let's go to the marketplace and get your real axe. The short axe. The short axe is good, but there is yet a better axe. The tomahawk. Now, I can make this, and then I'll have to sell something else, but if I forge it to a Tomahawk Plus, I think that gives it a little less weight and a little more hit. Having Edelgard able to do... Actually, no, what is it? It's just 1 more damage and 30 more. Still, 60 hit is fine, because with her axe proficiency, she should be hitting a lot anyway. And even though it weighs 14, what do we have? She has 7 strength. Sorry, 35 strength, 37 strength. So that's mitigating 7 points of weight. And then, of course, she still has the weight -3. So she's only losing 4 effective speed from holding a tomahawk, one of the heaviest weapons in the game. So she'll still have 25 attack speed even with a tomahawk, which is just nuts. No one has any right to be so fast. She's not slowed down at all at this point by the Silver Axe Plus. And she's only slowed down by 1 point with Aimer. Oh, because the Aurora Shield weighs nothing as well, so that doesn't even slow her down. So Edelgard has a Tomahawk. Ferdinand can still just use a Hand Axe Plus, that's fine. That said, he Swordbreaker, Lance Prowess... Wait, Deathblow. Maybe instead of the Hand Axe, he should be using a Spear. I could get him a Short Spear. Yeah, let's see if I can get Ferdinand a Short Spear. Okay, so it's a bit pricey. I need to sell some things. I'm going to sell this Master Seal because I don't need it. Pure Water can go. Advanced Seal can go. I'm not going to be using the Speed Ring anymore. I'll keep the Bow of Zoltan because Yuri can use this. It's just as good as a Silver Bow Plus. Oh, I've got another Silver Axe Plus. Wow. Okay, well. In that case, I'll just sell both of these. I'll sell this regular hand axe. I'll sell the Horse Slayer because I'm not going to need it anymore. I'll keep the Killer Lance just in case. But now, for Ferdinand. So, you can have a Short Spear. And then I'm going to do the same thing that I just did with Edelgard, but for Ferdinand. Spear. Now, if I wanted to get a Spear Plus, I need more money, and it's only 1 more damage. It's probably not worth it. So he has a Spear now, which is a good way of countering. Silver Lance Plus, Hammer, Spear of Assault. But once he has a Brave Lance too, which he can just use until he gets Swift Strikes, and then he's going to be spamming Swift Strikes all over the place. Okay. So your authority is... So if we go battalions... I think I've already figured out everyone's battalions pretty well. Like... There's nothing really anyone can do. The Edmund troops... They're actually really good for hit rate. The Reaper Knights are Reaper Knights are really good for avoid. So I think I might even take that off of Yuritsa. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have him switch. Because look at this. Gives him more crit, more physical attack, and more avoid is the important thing. Ferdinand having more avoid is what you want. Yuritsa doesn't necessarily need a void. He can just have the Edmund troops. This increases his physical and his magic attack, gives him 30 hit. Not that he needs that, but he's never going to miss another attack as long as he lives. Yuri. The Knights of Seros are not as good as the Mockingbird's Thieves. Empire Snipers could be good, but they're not actually. Pavisco. Host's Chosen. I think I like this better, if only because it's its gambit is much more accurate. Like, absorption is only 30 hit or 50 hit or something. It's really bad, and you only get to use it once. So we'll do one last seminar from Yuritsa. And it doesn't really matter who goes. I specifically want to teach Hubert and Ferdinand how to lance better. Yep. This is fine. Oh, he's so close. More lance prowess. Good. Ferdinand is so close. Motivation's up. Now it's battle time. Well, it's not yet battle time, I suppose. With a decisive battle ahead, Yominaga visited the cemetery. Oh, that's right. This is actually it. Like, this is literally it.
One day.
Of course. It was never going to be anyone else. This is it. I think I've prepared everyone as well as I possibly can. Combat at Teltian Plains. Yeah, doing the mission for the shop would have been a complete waste because we're not going back to the monastery again. This is the second last fight in the game. We don't get to go back to the monastery in between either. Okay. So Ferdinand will probably become a great knight for the last fight, but other than that, no one's going to be changing class. Isn't that right, Alice? I think she's dreaming. Okay. Let's zoom out a bit. What do we got? So this is kind of difficult. We have these mages here with dark spikes who hit really, really heckin' hard. I kind of really wish I got Lysithea Warp now. Yeah, I should have focused harder on getting Lysithea Warp. But, that's okay. I think Linhardt has Warp. Okay, so what we want to do is someone who has really high res needs to go in here and start smashing people. The reason we need to start smashing people is because they won't be people for very much longer. We have Dedu, we have Dimitri, we have Sylvain. They have their relic weapons. Except Dedu because he doesn't have a relic. But he has a Brave Axe, which compensates for his pathetic 3 speed. It doesn't matter how slow he is. What we need is someone with a lot of resistance. Linhardt is the guy, but Linhardt is also the one who has to warp, so he's out of the question. Mercedes could do it. Lysithea could do it. 53 attack, that's bolting though. If we can get rid of this bolting mage... Bolting, let me see. You have 36 res. Can Lysithea do anything about that? I need to look at this mage's attack speed. 9. Oh, that's right. Bolting is extremely heavy. 1, 2, 3, 4. I still think it has to be Lysithea. Unless I make it Yuri. Because he's got, like, shit tons of avoid. But also, Ferdinand has shit tons of avoid. Only 14 res, though. It's not worth trying with him. 31 res with the HP that Lysithea has, I think, is okay. She has 19 attack speed. These other mages have 15, but that's with miasma. And the March Ring. The Caduceus Staff will weigh her down. I wonder if I give her the Magic Staff, it makes a difference. Oh, Hubert. Right, Hubert. Hubert has 32 res. And he's got not insignificant strength. I could give him a Silver Lance. Instead of the Iron Lance Plus. Oh, I could give him the Killer Lance. Or even the Brave Lance. I think the Brave Lance would be a good shout. So if I equip him the Brave Lance, check out his stats. His attack is 32 and it's actually getting penalized by his battalion. Oh, that's the problem. They only have 12 defense though. 44 HP. Okay, so they're they still survive. Brave Lance is not good on Hubert after all. So I'll trade that back to Ferdinand. There you go. The magic staff is good on him, but I think his magic stat is high enough now to not have to worry about stuff. So I think I'll give his magic staff to Lysithea. And now he can have a different item. Which different item, though? Take the accuracy ring from Marianne. I don't think Marianne's going to be seeing combat. I think Marianne's going to be an adjutant. And she can adjutant to... Yeah. Oh, but Caspar has to be an adjutant too, which is unfortunate. Maybe I have... What's Caspar's res like? Really bad. I think I'll have Caspar adjutant to Linhardt. Because everyone else here is kind of necessary. I'm pretty sure they have a linked attack as well. So it's a shame that Linhardt can't actually be the one that gets sent in there to deal with bolting. I think it's actually just gonna have to be Lysithea who deals with them. So, we go Lysithea, the magic staff. She's now stronger. To the point where she has 53 attack with miasma. 27, she'll easily, let's see, 15. Oh, she doesn't quite double because the magic staff weighs 1. That is kind of annoying. I wish she had just 1 more speed. I don't have any speed buffing items. And I can't go to the secret shop either. She's already in her strongest. She's already in her strongest form. That said, no, I think she has one lighter magic. Miasma weighs 5. Swarm only weighs 4. So she'll be able to double everyone. And how many swarms does she have, actually? 8. So she can double the bolting guy, even with the magic stuff. Yeah, so she goes back up to 19 AS. That's 15. Oh, 21. Wow. 15, 21. Alright. That's only 29 attack. Oh, but this is Luna. 24, 25, ignore enemy res. Very dangerous. They're really not making it easy on me. Really not making it easy on me. I hate that they have Luna, because 2 Lunas could easily one-shot Lysithea. It would do 25 damage to her. Miasma Banshee. Yeah, they have Luna. That is not something that I thought about. Not something I anticipated with having to deal with. This is really hard, guys. Really hard. And Edelgard can't be moved. She can fly. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. New plan. Edelgard's going to fly. And then Edelgard's just going to Raging Storm all these bitches. Yep. That's exactly what she's doing. She's Raging Storming them all. We're not even using Linhardt for warp strats anymore. So Lysithea is more useful up here. I think Linhardt is useful there because of his centrality to the group. We need to keep Mercedes sort of behind others as well. As a dancer, Dorothy is in the perfect spot. Oh dear, that's right. There's a lot of wasteland here that our riders are not going to be able to easily cross. These enemies are going to turn into monsters turn by turn. I need to eliminate them as fast as possible. Let's go. Yuminaga or Edelgard falls in battle. Okay. Right, so what I couldn't show you before. AMR only. If the attack hits, unit can move again. Hello, hello. Hello, Talkable Kirby. You joined just in time. You are here just after I finished going over my strategy and doing a ton of seminars. And now my plan is just to use Edelgard and just aimer the shit out of all of these mages. So you're in for a treat. Let's aim at the bolting mage first. Raging Storm. Does she have Miracle? She does not have Miracle. You got this? Alright. Raging Storm. Aimer. And the Crest of Ceres for good measure. I wish it had a unique animation. I'm really sad about that. Now, aimer again. Aim her again. Actually, instead of attacking the bishops, what I should really be trying to do is attack and kill these guys so that they don't transform. Only 75 hit though. That is on a Swordmaster. 87 hit? Yeah? Alright.
Your death is not in vain.
Edelgard OP, please don't nerf. Now, if she had an ability that increased her hit rate every single time she landed an attack, that would be busted. Right, she has support from Dorothea, who has Meteor equipped. That's the only reason why she's, currently... Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. I'll take care of this bishop here. Yeah, see, Dorothea having Meteor equipped for this battle is incredible.
Let's keep up the pace.
Yes, let's. Oh my god, look at this damage. 261. Amerbrook. That's okay. I get a 6th attack. Can I kill with the Tomahawk? Oh, not from here, no. No, okay. Can I kill with the Silver Axe? Smash and Silver Axe, yes. Alright, well, we all know who MVP is. She's already killed 6 dudes in 1 turn. Yes, clearly. Okay. Right, so that's just Edelgard and Dorothea. No one else has moved yet. Who should I warp in to deal with this Dark Bishop? The crit is real, yeah. Oh, I can't. Oh. Oh, damn. I should have thought of that. Well, the good news is that Luna can't crit. And she has, what? 23 res. 29. So even if this bishop crits her... Yeah, look at that. 31 might. With my ass... Wait, how are you getting that much damage? Oh, they have, They have Fiendish Blow. Okay. So he's actually planning to use Luna. That's where the 31 damage and 29 hit is. He's planning to switch to Luna. See, that was a showcase of how busted fucking Gale Wings is. I mean, Raging Storm.
What's my strategy?
Your strategy is to go up here and deal with this Swordmaster as quick as you can.
Let's make this quick.
And to think I was just gonna have Lysithea be the one. Now, we need to be careful of Sylvain. He will move.
Understood.
Scythe of Serial.
Ready for anything.
Unfortunately, Ferdinand, given that he's on a horse, yeah. He's really close to being able to use the Spear of Assault, and he's really close to getting Aegis as a combat art too, although I should have left room for it.
I'm in.
Sweet. Linhart. No, save your warp for now. We may need it later.
I'll cut a bloody path.
Okay, Hubert, thank you. Really cool. Dismount.
At your service.
And I think we'll send Mercedes up this way as well, just so we have a healer here too. Now, Lysithia. I want you here.
Don't let this chance for vengeance go to waste. Glory to the flag of the knights! Fortune!
Well, that was unavoidable.
I gave them credit. If we lose here.
Oh, that's not Mercedes.
No TA reinforcements have arrived.
Okay, so they turn out to be, from Sylvain's place if you kill Mercedes. Or you recruit Mercedes. Oh my god. It must be magic proof. Oh my god, I'm glad he didn't crit. Okay, so it's weak to lancers. Fortunately, I've got 2 lance users here. Even, I think, Seraphim, which is strong against monsters, does 0 damage. That's just unavoidable, right? Like, that damage was unavoidable. And, yeah, she just has Meteor equipped, so, so that's really nice. Ferdinand. If you attack with a Brave Lance... Oh, that's probably not a great idea. The Silver Lance is a much better idea. So we'll mount, go with the Silver Lance. Oh, hit the 59. Unlucky. Flash fire arrows. Not a lot of damage, but it destroys shields, which is really the main thing we want. I probably should have moved Ferdinand, because ideally I want Lysithia to hit this spot, which will destroy this and then crack these. Does Yuri have... Yeah, he doesn't have a thing for monsters specifically. That Supreme Armored Corps Battalion, though, is pretty damn nice. So that's Sylvain's range that I have marked. I think I'm going to do this. Maybe not. If Yuritsa goes here, he will just be like mincemeat against Sylvain, because even though Yuritsa has 31 protection, you look at Sylvain, he has 69 attack with the Lance of Ruin, and that's just base attack. If he uses Ruined Sky, that goes up to 82. 82 versus 31 is 51, so Yuritsa still barely survives, but holy shit. It is not worth it. I think if we have Edelgard use Assembly. 5. That pulls her back here, and then she can go 1, 2, 3. Equipping the Tomahawk. Assembly. That's good. That also depletes a health bar. So that's quite useful. Alright, so that pulls back a spot. That's perfect. Lysithea can then move in there. That's good. I'm going to have Linhardt heal Lysithea. Now, even though the Gambit says it will do 0 damage, like it'll still break. Yeah, it'll still break them, even if it does 0. 80 hit though. Let's just say we equip Thunder on you, right? Does that help out with the Gambit? No, it doesn't. Okay. Oh, he does have C. Actually, so if Linhardt goes here and just equips, let's go with Wind, right? We heal Lysithea. I was hoping for the crest of Sethleen there, but that's okay. Now she goes here. We have Yuritsa only equip a single range weapon. Okay, so now she's up to 90 with the additional support from Linhardt. I think I'm willing to chance that.
This could be crucial. Let's turn the tables.
No damage, but that's okay. That means it hit. And the barriers are still affected. So now Yuritsa gets to come in. He's still out of range of Sylvain, which is great. Scythe of Serial, please. That is a stunned beast. I wonder... See, Sylvain will probably just switch to using his Gautier Knights. Oh, they only give him Stride, so he can't use a Gambit. So he would have to use Ruined Sky. Although he has Swordbreaker. Yeah, so if Yuri... 3, 4, 5... Yuri could Curved Shot. He could Curve Shot this guy. Go for the crit and then run back out of Sylvain's range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he can run 2 more with the fetters. So he can do this. Too bad I don't have a killer bow on him. I overlooked using killer bow. And I don't even know if this will be worth it, because if this guy transforms, he'll be back at full health anyway. So we'll go with... Actually, no. Now's the chance to bust out the Woidao. What am I thinking? Woidao plus 65 crit. Nope. There it is. Thank you. So does a very sharp Woidao plus. Okay, you go there. And now Dorothea can dance for practically anyone. But I think the best dance target is out of range. So no, she can actually only dance for... I need to make sure to set up a Blessings of the Goddess later too. Or Dance of the Goddess, rather. Okay. So... Wow. Wow. Excalibur with the 40 crit. He's only got 2 uses of it though, so... Oh, I'm iffy about it. Wind is still a decent crit rate. All he has to do is crit one of these 35s and this monster is history. There it is. Yes. I know we didn't have to worry about it because it was stunned, but still. Now everyone's in position to attack whichever of these decides to transform, if any. That's perfect as well. So, he will throw a tomahawk if that's the case. So I think I want Hubert to mount back up. Dark spikes. Oh, if I can get this swordsman out of here right now. Yeah, I think that's absolutely worth. So... even if this doesn't hit, which it did, now Hubert doesn't actually have to use Dark Spikes. He can use something with a few more uses. Although if I go here and I counter the guy with the Tomahawk... let's see, Tomahawk. 42 damage. Hubert, 17 protection. It doesn't have Vantage. Okay, so Sword Prowess, Sword Crit, Sword Fair, but no Vantage. This is a guaranteed kill. I don't think Hubert dies if he gets hit with a Tomahawk. Because no, he has 45 and the guy's might was 42. So, I mean, I think having Hubert counter a Tomahawk is a really good idea here. Because he 1v1s and just kills this swordsman for sure. That was a foregone conclusion. Okay. Yep, stay there. You can actually physic all the way downtown. Please restore Ferdinand's confidence. Alright. Ah. Cool. Hubert hoping to catch up to Edelgard's kill count. You fool. Okay, so no more monsters. That's really good. I think the game tries to select specific units to transform into monsters every turn, but it does it in a set order, and if that unit doesn't exist, it looks like the game appears to just not have any transform. If that is how it works, I am very happy. I would be happier still if I can just end Sylvain's life right here. I cannot. Oh, he's a great knight. That's why the Armor Slayer does so much damage. But holy shit, look at that counterattack might and hit with the Lance of Ruin. Ooh, it's because of Swordbreaker. Alright, Yuri, you're not doing anything of that nature to Sylvain. With a silver bow, hardly worth the effort. So, Lysithea, equip the March Ring, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Equip the Caduceus Staff. She still can't quite reach Sylvain. She's going to need a Dance, and she's going to need a Dark Spikes. He has 13 AS. If she equips the magics... That's... Oh, she goes down to 12 AS, so she'll only hit him once. But 61 attack. And he has 10 res. He still has 71k, so he still survives. Okay, so Edelgard, I think, has Lancebreaker. Does she have Lancebreaker? I did not give her Lancebreaker. She still doubles with a Tomahawk, though, so even if she only hits one of these, it's still risky. Ferdinand could always Brave Lance. I like that. Will he be able to run back, though? Probably not over Wasteland. Definitely not out of range. Linhardt is not close enough. Okay, this is really risky. But I think I have to try for this. I need to try to hit at least one. Because if Lysithea... Right. Different approach. Hades is even heavier. Holy shit. It weighs 16, that's wild. I think actually just going with Miasma against Sylvain is fine, because... Let's try Miasma. 53 attack. 10 res. So that's 43 times 2. And it's probably, like, guaranteed to hit. She doubles. March Ring. Caduceus Staff. May as well shoot this guy as well. See if she can hit him. Because if she can, then that's amazing. I've actually recruited Sylvain in my Eddie run, and he murdered everything he touched. I had no idea you went up against him here. Yeah, he's Dimitri's most loyal knight. Next to Ingrid, but Ingrid died when I killed her in the last fight protecting Aryan Road. This is what I want. Please hit. Yes! Good. I need you to live. More magic. And there's that 1 point of speed that would have been so handy to have before the battle. Still, Dorothea. Would you kindly contribute to Sylvain's death at the hands of this... Well, she's no longer a child. Magic Staff. Holy shit. Only 68 hit. I didn't realize... Oh, you know why he has so much avoid? He has so much avoid because his Gautier Knights give him plus 20. So I think I have to actually try with both of my Dark Spikes here.
So what are you waiting for?
Nothing.
I was such a fool.
Lice is always a baby. I mean, she's only 20 here. And everyone else is like 23, 24, 25.
Give me your majesty. Thank you, Sylvain.
But you didn't do anything. Right, so now this is a rather smooth sailing. Brave Lance is perfect here.
If I live,
There's the A rank, and there's the star, and there's a level up.
take all the strength I can get.
Swift strikes, and Aegis, and he can use the Spear of Asal. It is a good day to be Ferdinand. So Edelgard, would you kindly bop this fool?
The only
And just chill here until you're needed. Mercedes. Can you be useful anywhere? I mean, I suppose you could give Ferdinand his confidence back, but Linhart can do that. And Linhart will do that. Oh, talk about Kirby. Did I tell you about the really funny thing I did once when I was using Lysithea in Crimson Flower?
Unexpected.
Boop! Boop. No, I don't think so. Okay, well, I was using Lysithea in that run, right? And I was using her as a mortal savant. So she was like S rank in swords and A or A plus rank in magic. So she, you know, she was the optimal person to be a mortal savant with, right? So, you know, she has the talent in swords. She was also my dancer in that run for the Sword of Void. The very next fight, Catherine is one of the people defending the final boss. Catherine and Lysithea both have the crest of Karen. Catherine has Thunderbrand. Thunderbrand is active or best used by someone who has the crest of Karen. Do you see where I'm going with this? Oh crap, I should be sending Yuri to get the chests. It sounds like you broke the game. Well, I didn't break the game, but oh my god, please tell me they're not ambush spawns. Okay, so they're not ambush spawns. Thank god. But Mercedes is in danger. Yeah, so I used Lysithea to kill Catherine, stole Thunderbrand from Catherine, and then proceeded to use Thunderbrand to defeat the final boss. Which I feel is one of the most delicious sort of self-narrative writing things that is possible in this game. Like, I killed the boss with a weapon that has been used for a very long time to protect her. That's fantastic, yeah. Okay, so we have a miracle. And white magic range +1 with Abraxas equipped. Okay, so even Hubert can't outrange her. I think I need to do this for the damage. Right, if I do this, and I attack with Sublime Heaven, a 72 hit has a chance to OHKO, but I mean, it all goes pear-shaped if that doesn't hit. So these are Falcon Knights for sure, yep, okay. And they have 8 move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can hit there. Alright, cool. So we can get everyone out of danger. There's no need to rush in and be reckless. I didn't give Edelgard the hammer. Damn. I should have given her the hammer. Still, this is fine. This will probably kill. Oh! Double crest activate. Yes, please come after me. Please. Please do that. Right, so we have Holy Knight, another Holy Knight, a Golem, and we have a Rhea. Is this a bolting mage? It is a bolting mage with a droppable iron shell. Kinda want to send someone down there to go and get that. Kinda want it to be Lysithea. But how strong is bolting? 46? Oh, that's actually not that bad. And she has 31 res, so 15 damage, right? Yeah, so I think I'm going to send Lysithea down to kill this Gremory. Let me just double check what else they have besides bolting. Banshee, okay. 28 res. Don't want Dark Spikes equipped anymore, thank you very much. We want Swarm Z for the speed and the avoid. So that's 50 attack. 28 res. 22 times 2 is 44. So I would have to hit with my asthma. That's okay. Fairly certain that bolting cannot crit. Oh, it can crit, and it has 15 crit. Oh my god. This mage has 33 crit, and Lysithea only has 13 luck. No, actually, yeah, change of plans. That's not happening until we get a Dance of the Goddess happening. Alright, so, we'll get a Dance of the Goddess happening, I think. We've got some Great Knights here. Yeah, they're Great Knights, alright. Yeah, so we need to set up a Dance of the Goddess out of everyone's range. Okay, that's still out of range. That's good. So, Lysithea go there. Yuritsa go here. Ferdinand go here. Linhart, you stay where you are. One Dance of the Goddess coming up. And Yuri. Can just go here. He doesn't care what terrain he's running over. He's fine. This one's weak to axes, unfortunately. I do not have an... Oh, Ferdinand has a hammer. So that's fine. We've still got gambits. No one is in range of... Oh my god, wow. So that's the bolting range I'm looking at, right? Yeah, I should have that marked as well. Okay, so... the only thing left to really do is get Mercedes out of range. We can heal up Edelgard for good measure. And I think... I just... leave that? What's your crit rate? Abraxas has 5 crit. 27 crit. 22 luck. 18 luck. I think I just leave the turn there like that. Assist. Nope. Can't assist anyone. Doesn't need to assist anyone. I think I end the turn. Come get me, fool. Doubling and one-shotting. If she hits. Which she did not. 267's little unlucky, but... Oh, there she goes. The Falcon Knights have changed trajectory. Perhaps I should have left someone in their range. Oh. I didn't expect a bolting mage to run up on me like that. I think it's time for Yuri to shoot down both of those Pegasi. Yep. Definitely time for Yuri to do that. If he can. If I use Deadeye... Oh, it's only a 48 shot. He's actually not strong enough unless he hits with both. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see that coming. Alright, so we'll turn these off. Turn you on. That's right, we still have that bolting mage to deal with now, don't we? So I think we just keep everyone out of range for now. What's your range? Oh, you've got the crazy high bolting range. Right. I think I can get Lysithea down here. Yep. Dorothea dance. And we will have Lysithea go down there and try to murder this Gremory real quick. If we do it from close range, she actually can't counter. Because of bolting. Yes!
I've got no time for mercy.
Another streamer I watch had presented me with an interesting question. They want to do a one-man solo run in this game, but I come up with a few ideas. I was wondering what you think would be a good option. Ferdinand's always a good option, as long as you can keep him at full health. His reliability drops as soon as he grows a level and gains a HP, though. Unless you just kit him out with ways to heal himself so that he stays at full health. Because his confidence gives him plus 15 avoid naturally. You can give him battalions that increase his dodge rate. If you keep his charm high up enough, he'll also be able to dodge most gambits. If you make him the dancer, you get the plus 20 sword avoid. So if you make him if you make Ferdinand a sword master, try to get him as fast as possible with the sword prowess, the sword avoid, the sword crit, the sword fair. Also, if you train him in flying so he gets alert stance when he waits, then the guy can hit 100 plus avoid on enemy phase quite regularly and quite easily. Another good option for solo run I found is actually, believe it or not, Lysithea. Because if you spend a lot of time tutoring her in axes and heavy armor, you can promote her into classes that give her shit tons of strength, defense, and HP, which are the three things that she sorely lacks. And having high strength on your mage can be beneficial for the heavier spells to mitigate some of that weight. Also, leveling up the armor gives you weight -3 and weight -5 respectively. But once you've promoted her to a Fortress Knight, you'll never have to worry about her tankiness again. Well, to a degree. You will have to sometimes. But then you can just go like full ham on the magic from that point on if you want. Byleth solo runs are pretty easy. There are some that you can't do, like you can't do a Dedu solo run. You can't do a Dimitri, Edelgard, or Claude solo run because there is one episode that they can't attend, and that's Chapter 6, so they'll always be absent for that. Yeah, Byleth's a good one to start with, honestly. If you just pretend everyone else doesn't exist. Just try to do a solo run with Byleth because they are definitely the easiest one to try. And if you manage to successfully complete a Byleth solo run, then you can experiment with other characters. But yeah, I've done them with, I've done Ferdinand, I've done Lysithea, and I've done Marianne, actually. Marianne makes a really good dancer / sword master. With 11 sword plus, holy shit. The girl's unstoppable. And a giant shell. And she's out of range of everyone else. Sweet. Okay, so marked, marked, marked. If I just get rid of these two Holy Knights, then we're Gucci. And I think I can do it. Night Kneeler. Oh, it's not quite strong enough. I mean, the regular Scythe of Serial is, without a combat art. And he can ride back out of Rhea's range. Oh! He didn't even take the damage. Sick. Alright. Go here for support. Marianne was one I actually suggested. I never would have thought of 30 though. That's smart. Yeah. The fact that he has base plus 15 avoid when he's at full health sort of makes him easier to use as a dodge tank build. This is perfect, actually. Oh wow, Linhart. Bro. The 7% crit actually stopped you from getting damaged. Could have got more speed or strength though, but hey. We don't get everything we want in life all the time. I think if Ferdinand goes here and equips the Spear of Asal, I can take the Knowledge Gem off him now. Oh. Damn, I should have thought to put another... Okay, well, Spear of Asal. Oh, the other thing that makes the Spear of Asal so good for Ferdinand is because it restores HP every turn. The effect is increased by the fact he has the Crest of Keyhole, and what it can do is it can restore him back to full HP if he takes a little bit of damage, thereby restoring his confidence automatically. Yuri can go here and he doesn't even have to worry about being attacked because he has stealth. If we go combat arts, Deadeye, that's only 16 damage for 50% hit. That's probably not very useful. I will equip the Armor Slayer though, just in case he decides to change his mind. Alright, so back up here. The plan... Oh, I could have Mercedes kill not Mercedes. That'd be pretty funny. 52 attack. But if she crits Mercedes, then Mercedes is pretty dead. Do I want to leave it another turn? 32 res. 35 res. Oh, right. The golem is headed this way. We shoot you down. Oh, we don't. Damn. Unfought. Still. We'll take the shot anyway. Just fire. Much more EXP than healing. It's okay. It's at a point in the game where it doesn't matter anyway. This one is weak to Lancers. Good to know. Do you think there would be any unit that wouldn't work, even on normal difficulty? No. The only person that you really couldn't do it with is any of the three lords and Dedue. And yeah, so Dedue doesn't work because you lose him for a chunk of Azure Moon. If you want to discount the fact that Chapter 6 kicks your lord out of the fight, you can feasibly do a quite easy run with any of the three lords. But yeah, I find Ferdinand and Lysithea, provided you go about powering up Lysithea's defenses and HP appropriately, rather good. Cyril could be good, although you can't actually recruit him until at least Chapter 5, so that doesn't really work either. Yeah, you can't even recruit any of the faculty or anything until like Chapter 5 or Chapter 6, so faculty are out. I've seen people do Bernadetta, and Bernadetta actually works pretty good, but you need to play sort of like the opposite with Ferdinand. As with Ferdinand, instead of keeping like Bernadetta at full health like you would keep Ferdinand, you keep Bernadetta at really low health, which is like high risk, high reward, because she gets the Vengeance combat art with C+ Lancers, and Vengeance adds 1 point of damage to the combat art for every point of health that Bernadetta's missing. So, you know, once you get to a point where Bernadetta has 50 plus HP and she's fighting on like 5 health, Vengeance is just one-shotting everyone she fights. The problem is you need to make sure she doesn't take enough damage to get her killed at that point. So, like, Bernadetta is the one character who I would say go for a high-risk, high-reward playstyle. Ferdinand is the one you try to want to keep at full health at all times. So, let's see. 45 health, 32 res, 52 attack. Okay, so a crit will kill Hubert. He has 18 luck. She has 27 crit. That's very scary. But I think we'll just go here now to avoid the golem. Wait, why do you have an accuracy ring? You should have a Cadmo shield. Oh, I took the accuracy ring off of Marianne to give to him absentmindedly. I really should have given it to Ferdinand. It's fine. I think with the Brave Axe, Edelgard can probably take out the Bishop. A solo Bernie run would make my heart happy. Yes. Okay. Yeah, solo Bernie run. Train her in lances and bows, and you should have a pretty good time. Give her Vantage as well. Vantage close counter with the Killer Bow plus is really good. Look at this, 55 times 2 with the Spear of Asal. And if he'd been hit, he probably would have restored his health back to full anyway with the Spear's Crest effect. Okay, so... Oh, I've just remembered, shit. There are still other units left on the map that can transform into beasts. I've been neglecting them at my own peril. That's a very low hit rate, Edelgard. Don't do that. Oh, this is gonna suck. She only has to hit one, preferably one of the first two. But if she completely misses, this is very bad news. Alright. You cannot run close enough to do anything. Only 60 hit. God, this is so sketch. Where's the full cover? I don't see any full cover. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, I found the full cover. Look. The Stronghold. Plus 30 avoid. Plus 2 defense. Plus 2 resilience. And some HP restoration. Stronghold OP. Here's your full cover. The enemy is standing on it, unfortunately. So. Yeah, this is the second last map of my, Fire Emblem Ironman series. If you're interested in seeing me play this game, this Ironman from the start, I do have it up on my YouTube channel, which is Cerulean Voice. It's not the same name as my Twitch. And that's Cerulean as in the color. This is so sketchy. This is better, but only just. And if he misses, then I'm in just the worst possible position. I think I need to have Edelgard smash. Brave Axe is 4 attempts at a hit, though. Four 57s or a single 87. Do you have it written down somewhere on your Twitch page? Yeah, you should be able to find it on my homepage. If not, I'll actually just type it here. There's also a playlist. There's a playlist you can find. It's called Black Eagles Ironman Hard Classic or something like that. But yeah, if you're interested in seeing the similarities and differences between Fire Emblem and XCOM, then this is your game. This is like Fire Emblem and XCOM are very, very similar but very slightly different games. And the way that I explain Fire Emblem to XCOM fans is fantasy XCOM, and the way that I explain XCOM to Fire Emblem fans is sci-fi Fire Emblem. I'm on my phone, not really user-friendly. Oh, okay, shit. Alright. Well, what I might actually just do is I'll just chuck the URL straight here for you. There's a list of my videos. Now, be aware this is a gameplay only playthrough, so I'll be skipping pretty much the vast majority of the story that happens. So that might actually be a good thing. If you decide that you might want to pick this game up and give it a try, it's probably a good thing if I skip most of the story for you. I'm going to try this. I think the 87 hit is the best option, because I could feasibly miss 4 57s. She even crit, as if to say, 13% off the hit? Who cares? Switch only. Yes, it is a Switch exclusive. So if you don't have a Switch, then I guess you'll have to just stick to watching it. I do appreciate the watch, though, if you decide to. Okay, so I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to attack with the Creator Sword, and if I miss, Mercedes is right there to heal. Okay. Ow! Okay, that's a hit. That is owie. Oh shit, that'll only heal him up to 40. Thankfully, she only does 37. Oh my god. Not quite dead, but very close. I mean, if Hubert. You know, this is actually the better course of action. No, because if the first hit misses, if the first shot misses, and then the second shot hits, but she triggers Miracle, then I pretty much have to decide between saving myself and saving Hubert. So I don't think I want to do that. Wait. Oh, Fortify is a stronger heal. Actually, that's perfect. That's perfect. We'll go with this. 2 shots with death. Yeah, there's the Miracle. I was expecting it. And that's a kill. Whew, thank God. Alright, so now I can Fortify and heal them both. Thank you. That's 2 more effective speed. That's really good. Oh boy. This is why we have Fortify. Whoop. 15 damage to Hubert. What's your crit look like? 21. 18 luck. It's probably not going to crit. Probably not going to crit. But if he does, it'll be exactly the right amount of damage to kill Hubert. So that's kind of scary. Fortify is just, yeah, just... excellent. So we've got 4 enemies to kill here. How do I go about this? I think the Armor Slayer. Okay, so that Armor Slayer takes care of this Great Knight. Thank you. Perfect. Yep. And the Spear of Asal, or maybe even the hammer. No. Spear of Asal. And it's 61 now instead of 55, because when he attacks, he gets to use Death Blow. You can stay there. Now we attack with Excalibur. Oh, it's not quite enough damage. That's a shame. What if we just punch instead? That's not even as good. That's good. Excalibur. 43 damage. It's not enough for a kill, but thankfully we have a Dancer who could probably... Scythe of Cereal with Glowing Ember. Let me see how much damage Dorothea does. Probably not a whole lot. Nah, no, she's far better off dancing. Who are you gonna go for? 33. Oh my god, Dorothea dies if I don't take care of both of these guys. I need her to do that. Although, Lysithea isn't even the juicier target. There is one thing that she can do. If I go with the magic stuff, right? And then... So what I can do is I can try to hit a Luna, which ignores the res stat of the enemy. And if she has Luna equipped, she has 51 attack, and they have 49 HP. The only problem is, how much avoid do they have? 57 avoid, and with Luna she only has 101 hit. That's not very good. I think I probably should have had Yuritsa take out one of the knights so that I could use Swift Strikes. Yeah. I might be about to lose Dorothea here if I'm not careful. The only way I can see Dorothea surviving is if she can run far enough away. Which I think at this point is my only recourse. So if I have, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. New plan, right? Lysithea goes here. I'll just equip the March Ring real quick, and her most accurate spell is Miasma. We wait. Dorothea runs down here and dances for Lysithea just out of range, so she's safe. Lysithea gets to come up here. Oh my god. I miscalculated. No, actually I didn't. I don't have to worry about this at all. This is actually fine. She can sit here with that. Now, the reason I say it's fine, even though it's going to be 32 times 2, is because she has the blessing. So, Yuritsa. We'll go, yeah. Linhardt. Use Excalibur, actually. Was low-key hoping for a crit there, but that's okay. So yeah, what we do now... Yeah, this is actually the only thing I can do. Yeah, this is all I can do. He will get 2 hits on Lysithea and drop her down to 1 health. She will survive because of the blessing. Oh, Rhea just flying along. Oof. God.
The success will translate to victory.
That doesn't help you, actually, at all. Okay, so this is a 0% crit chance, and Hubert is retaliating with death for 0. I guess it's immune to magic as part of its shield. Okay, so now the golem has changed its mind. Phew. Well, Lysithea certainly needs some healing. Who needs levels, though? Not really anyone. My cat is hearing a bird, and he's running around the main floor looking for... Oh, is that the bird that's outside my window? This one's become a bit desensitized to the sound of birds. We just have them everywhere. Alright, so where are you? You are looking to do that. Let's just turn off that Pegasus range, because that's conflicting with what I need to know. Silver Lance, Hammer, Spear. Yeah, let's go here with the Spear. Good throw. Alright. Linhart. Assist. Heal your girl. There's his B authority. He can probably use a better battalion at the start of next, Alright. We dance for Linhart. And we have him heal Lysithea again. Good, good, good. Good level, Caspar. Hopefully I can use everyone in the next fight. I only have 12 people. I should be able to use everyone. So... we should be okay. I'll use Blaze here. He talks a big game, but I'm sure if a bird actually flew in the house, he would sacrifice me to it. Yeah, cats are like, yes, there's a bird, can I get it? And then the bird, like, swoops them, and they're like, ah! Run for the hills, run for your lives. Yeah, I'm fairly certain this is, yeah, this is just completely immune to magic. But if I gambit and break all the barriers... Well, actually... If I gambit and break all the barriers... Instead of doing 0, I can do 51. And achieve the same net result. Now give me that mithril. Ooh, 3. Now we can take our time dismantling it. He's actually weak to lances. Holy shit. Arrow of Indra. And then Edelgard is just gonna be like, yeah. Just fly in, steal the glory. Look at this girl, 56 times 2. No, not 56 times 2, 56 times 3. One murder doll down, one more to go. Cool. So, I think Rhea goes for Yominaga and Edelgard. I don't think she cares about everyone else down here. I mean, she will if I step into range, but... I don't like the fact that they have shared ranges. Yeah. Although, that's not shared range. That's good. Yuri. If we go to you with the silver bow, you can at least counterattack. I don't think Yuri will die if he gets hit. Now this attack is based... Oh, this is a magical attack. Okay, so that's 48 damage to his res. He has 19 resilience. So that's 29 damage. He probably won't get crit. Yeah, we need to draw this closer. Equip the Caduceus staff so she can help Yuri heal. Yep. And yeah, Yuritsa would actually become the target, so let's leave it at that. Yep, Rhea's just going for... No, Rhea is actually just... Oh shit, it attacks at 3 range? Hey, nice miss, nerd. Well, I didn't expect it to attack at 3 range, but then I would have seen that if I'd looked at this properly. So what, it has terrain resistance and lance fair? Yeah. We want to smash this thing with a hammer. But really, we want to smash this thing with a gambit. Dorothea still having Meteor equipped, showing how much that actually helps. She gives Yuri a pretty big gambit boost. Yeah, Ferdinand. This thing is weak to axes, so hit it with your hammer. I know a hammer is not an axe in the real world, but a hammer is an axe type weapon in this game, so that is good. And I think he can actually just chill there. As a matter of fact, I'll have him do that exact same move again on the next barrier. Oh, but can he... Wasteland, wasteland, wasteland. He can't ride back. And then Rhea comes after him. That dance may have been a wasted... Let's see, 53 attack, 18 attack speed. If he has the hammer equipped when he finishes attacking... Oh, he's 21 attack speed still. Is that because of his strength and his weight -3? Wow. Okay, so... He has 32 luck. She has 43 crit. If Rhea crits him... He's dead. No, if Rhea crits him, he isn't dead. Because he has, Blessing. I'm gonna do it. Strength, speed, luck, defense, charm. Everything you want. He'll actually double Rhea now if she hits him. Unless, of course, she gambits. But she can't. Ferdinand, fortunately, had enough movement. Sending Lysithea to do that is the worst idea in the world. Sending Yuritsa, however, is not. 3 more mithril. Excellent. I kind of want Rhea to head towards Ferdinand so I can run up to her and use Swift Strikes. Hopefully not even get hit by a counterattack. That'd be great. I could use Seraphim and just body this thing into oblivion, but I don't need to do that. I can just hit it once with my asthma. Now Linhardt. He only needs... He'd actually need 2 crits to kill. Oh my god. Linhardt, you monster. May as well just go with wind, right? Yeah. Oh, adjutant follow-up. Caspar just kind of came in and threw his axe. That happens so rarely that I just forget it's even a thing. There is a possibility we can just make Rhea run around in circles. I think I'll actually dismount him again, like I did last time. So yeah, heal. Okay. There goes that monster. We took too long. Yes, we do. They're all dead, except that one. Oh. Yeah, they're literally all dead. You don't have to worry about that. Go, Yuri. Finish it with a silver bow. We're about to. Okay. Oh. Like, everyone's at just full health, which is great. We'll see if we can get Ferdinand there as fast as possible. I really should have given Dorothea the March Ring, but hey. Dancer having a March Ring is a really good thing. Dancer having a March Ring, Shoes of the Wind, and the Gale Force shoes as well. That as well is a really good thing. You will leave Mercedes alone. I think Rhea has terrain resist. No, she doesn't. Wait, she does. Yeah, nullifies damage. Oh, it's damage, not movement. Okay. She's still moving this way. She still wants Mercedes' head on the block. So, move. Hubert, move. I'll move as well. Okay, so first things first, your range is there. So we have Ferdinand move here. With the Spear of Assault and Swordbreaker, honestly, Ferdinand should be able to tank a hit. And he has the Blessing anyway, so what am I even afraid of? Actually, I'm afraid of the possibility. No combat arts. Index sword fighters? Oh wow, okay, so she can't even gambit. She literally can only run up and use the sword unless she decides to switch to Agnia's arrow, which would hurt like a bitch. 16 might on 31 magic. That's 47. And he has... So to do 34 damage to Ferdinand. That's right. I'll just get Ferdinand in range to attack. Yeah, we're gonna just completely run around this side now. Assist. No, I can still only walk, which means no one's hurt. Here she come. I could have Edelgard throw a Tomahawk. I mean, she just dies, right? Oh, but if she crits Edelgard, Edelgard dies. Like, that's exact damage. Edelgard will just straight up die. That said, I could try to use Assembly on her. It's got a very, very low hit rate, though. Holy shit, yeah. It's not worth the attempt, I think. Even with Dorothea. Equipping Meteor real quick. She has a good chance to kill. She also has a good chance to die. I don't think it's worth it. If Edelgard dies, this run is over and everything we've done has come to nothing. I think this is where I'm actually going to go up and use Swift Strikes. I can't. I didn't leave room for it. I need to remember it next fight. That said, it could proc on any of these. Okay, so... Brave Lance gets in a lot of damage. And he doesn't even die in return. And then even if she hits him back and crits him, 58, 29, she goes up to 39 HP, and then she can be finished off by someone else. I think this is fine. No, you. Oh, she uses the assassin attack animation. That's pretty cool. Right, so she did heal a little bit. 24. This would be worth it were it not for the crit rate. This is absolutely worth it, and a deliciously ironic thing to do. She has Vantage now, actually, I think. Oh, shit. Yeah, crap, she has Vantage. I didn't even consider Vantage. That's really bad. Yuri has lots of luck. She can still crit him into oblivion. Yeah, I totally forgot about Vantage. You first. Oh, if only I could attack with someone who has Blessing. I could do it with Yuritsa. He's got very low luck, though. She has 43 crit. That's not fun. That's not fun at all. I can't dance for 30. This is still a good shot. I'm just worried about that 11% crit. I don't want Edelgard to die. Who has the most luck here? Actually, Ferdinand. And then Edelgard. Is it worth using a warp? You mean using a warp to dance... Using a warp to dance Ferdinand? Is that what you're going for?
Back to the fray.
You know, I think... If that is what you mean, I think that's that or a blessed person. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but see, there's no guarantee that the blessed person won't get vantage crit put down to 1 HP and then no longer have the firepower. That's the issue that I face here, because if Rhea Vantage crits someone and just recovers all of her health because of the effect of the Sword of Seros, then I'm in no better position. Okay, so who has the most charm? Edelgard. Okay, that's 50%. Okay, so what I want to... I need to theorize this out for a second, so bear with me. Rhea Vantage crits and restores all of her HP, or close to all of her HP, on someone who can't die. She goes back up to, let's say... Okay, so if she Vantage crits Ferdinand, she'll do 58 damage to him. And she'll get 29 back. So 29 plus 24 is 55. I would then need to hit her for less than 25 damage to make sure she isn't in Vantage strike range. And then I would need to hit her with someone on top of that who does more than that remaining amount. I think maybe Yuritsa can get the job done. Hubert. If she Vantage crits Hubert, he's dead. I think I will. I'm going to warp. Right. Okay. So now we just equip the Levin Sword. We dance Ferdinand. That's okay. Yeah, I wish I hadn't put her down to quite so much damage now, because, yeah, she has Vantage activated. Oh, okay, so she only has a 2% chance to crit, actually. Because he's super lucky, and her special dance, actually. Holy shit, actually, yes. Special dance grants +4 luck. So now Ferdinand only has a 2% chance to be crit. So even if she does use Vantage and recovers, she will go... What's 14 plus 24? 38. He actually just kills her right here. But what I'm going to do first, just to see the dialogue, is I'm going to try to hit a Gambit with Edelgard.
An ancestor of Wolfsbane, who became Destia's first emblem, he saved me, supported me, gave his all to the cause of defeating nemesis. And I should find myself here at Terra 10, striking down his son. I don't advise presumption, sir. I will not die by your hand.
Even if this misses, it doesn't matter. I just wanted that dialogue. And now she can offer support. Oh, if only I could attack, because the dialogue between Byleth and Rhea is great as well. But we are here to do one thing and one thing only. There's... Oh, she actually missed! I can't believe it, she actually missed. Yes, the warp strat, thank you. It was a brilliant suggestion.
Treasure Seros has fallen back. We have no such luxury. Everyone, fight for your lives.
Woo, Ferdinand! You bloody ripper! Okay, so now we're all going to run around this way. We're going to go via the chests, which Yuri will skillfully pilfer with his quick fingers. Cool. Alright. And then we need to prepare everyone to take on the forces of Fargus. And may as well restore Ferdinand's confidence, because why not? It's more EXP. Yeah, I'm so glad Linhardt has Warp. If he didn't have Warp, I don't know what I would have done there. Probably let Rhea attack Ferdinand and see if he died. What do we... Oh, a Brave Axe. I mean, that makes 2 of those that I've got now, but still. Okay, let's all group up here. There's so much wasteland. This place is really anti-horse and pro-flyer. Cool. Yuri, go here. I'm sure you would have figured out something. The warp just made it easier. Oh, I mean, I feel like you maybe give me a little too much credit. I was actually legit sweating for a moment there. Oh, crap. Really? You have to run... Oh, there's a lake there. You have to run all the frickin' way around? Okay. I guess we're running all the way around. You can dismount too. Five... Cool. What Edelgard's actually going to do is sit just on the edge of its range and equip a tomahawk, draw it in, and then when it attacks her, it's automatically going to lose a full shield. Oh, and she even healed. Oh, she even healed again. That's really cool. Alright, Dorothea can run as far as Yuri is right now, so... Sure. It would have been better to have a flyer with a key, but I had no such luxury. That's okay. Ferdinand, hit this thing with your hammer. Mm-hmm. Hubert, hit this thing... Oh, that does no damage. That's kind of funny. can't do enough damage, it's alright. Okay, flashfire arrows would be good. Resonant lightning would be good too. Yep. I desire you to have greater strength as well. Cool. Yeah, Edelgard, would you kindly finish off this last barrier? Sweet. How many fortifiers have you got? Just use one. It's worth more XP than Physic. Tiny shield on Yuritsa. What, the lamppost shield? Yeah. It has a horse on it. Okay. Equip, you can now attack. Go for a Seraphim, because why not? It's a shame we can't build any more supports, because I can't show off the A support conversation with Yuritsa and Mercedes. Caspar, follow up. Hell yeah! I called it into existence. And he even crit.
You're relentless.
Cheers. Heal Mercedes for the 1 HP she just gained. Level up. That was great. I love it when an adjutant follows up and crits when you think that they just don't quite do enough damage. It's the best. Hubert heals. Oh, Hubert has a Lampos shield as well, does he? Cadmos shield. Why do you have a Cadmos shield? Shield that can stop armor-piercing attacks, nullifies extra effectiveness against armor. I should really give that to Ferdinand in his next fight, because he's going to be a great knight. Turn a good knight into a great knight. Brave bow. Oh, that's so useful. Now, I need to take out Dedu. Okay, so that mage is going to fire on whoever gets in their way. And they have death as well, because of course they do. Which means I want to counter with someone who has 3 range, if that's even possible. Which I don't think it is. At least not someone who'll live. Oh, 34. 24. Actually, yeah, even if they crit Hubert, they'll still do 0 damage, which is really funny. Accuracy ring. Maya is 3 range. Sure, I like that. I think getting this close to Dedu actually causes him to transform, so I think we'll stay here. Ferdinand can hit him with the hammer if he has to. Just dance to give him some extra speed and luck. Not that he needs it. This is it. Yeah, Dedue just like fully transforms that. Oh, 9 damage? What did I miss? I thought he was going to do 0 damage with a crit. I must have miscalculated. Good thing it didn't matter in the end. Oh dear. 40 damage. Oh. Oh. Ow. Oh jeez. Oh, here come the paladin reinforcements too. Fortunately, they have to ride over Wasteland, which completely neuters them. What are your barrier abilities? Reduces damage by 50% while intact. Makes crits impossible. Okay, so this one isn't immune to, What this means is that Lysithea can Seraphim. That does a lot of damage and breaks a barrier, which stuns him. I think the top priority is absolutely stunning to do. But here's something amazing. I'm gonna Gambit this fella. Once I've equipped Meteor, of course. It's 85 hit. Yeah, so that'll stun that knight, that Dark Knight, and it'll also crack a bunch of Dedue's barriers. I had started my Dimitri run before I did this battle, so this battle hurt my heart. Yeah. I still haven't finished his run yet. I did finish Edelgard's. Oh, yeah. I feel like Blue Lions is probably one of the best routes to do first. Either that or Golden Deer. Blue Lions or Golden Deer is one of the first runs, the best runs to do first, I think. Oh, this is good. Assault Troop. Bam. And that also stuns that other Dark Knight in place too. Equip the Spear of Sol real quick. Alright, so that Dark Knight is now rattled. He's no longer a threat. We sit here. Oh wait, has this guy got a silver axe? No. But I'll put him here just in case he has a tomahawk. And we wait. And then Yuritsa. No, what we want is for Lysithea to go here now, because she's completely free. This is a completely free shot. One barrier broken, one stunned to do. We go with Yuritsa here. We Gambit, even though it does fuck all damage. Get that Edmund troop level up. I think I want to equip Nosferatu. Just in case this knight decides to hit Linhardt, he can just slurp his health back. But you see what a difference Dorothea having Meteor equipped does? Even at long range, she's providing 15 hit on Linhardt's Gambit. So now this guy's rattled. This guy's rattled. This guy can only attack Linhardt, and he'll just, like, die on the revenge kill. Now Dedue just needs to have that bit of health, and I think I'm going to do it with Byleth by way of Sublime Heaven. Oh, and Marianne even jumped in with the Levin Sword. That was cool. Mercedes. Pooh. Almost a full level. Edelgard. Chuck a pair of tomahawks. Ooh. Level 40. Oh, she's in a good spot right now. And I think... Oh, first we've got to get Yuri back. Hubert. Oh my god, 151 HP. This guy's basically a Mew. Sure. Gotta get that battalion maxed out. Dorothea, dance for Hubert, please. Use your Arrow of Indra. Actually, you can mount up again now. That was actually better than just killing Dedue outright. Better than killing Dedue outright because we actually got three kills worth of experience instead of just one. You fool! Nice. Hubert's healing. Oh, Ferdinand is healing himself.
Ready for anything.
One Spear of Assault to the face, coming right up. Oh my god. 204 damage. You didn't need to do that, but I'm glad you did. Go here so you can offer support for... Who are we going to give the kill to? Oh, you know it. I mean, fire does it. It's funny, after I made him a Warmonk, he kind of, like, stopped gaining strength, which was the whole reason I made him a Warmonk in the first place. Go Dark Spikes and finish off this fool. Not Seraphim. Dark Spikes, I said. Ooh. And I suppose I'll just have Yuri with the Silver Sword. Because these are Paladins, not, Oof. Paladins, not Armored Knights. I mean, Great Knights. Lethality and Assassinate. Ooh. Mercedes. Come here and fortify real quick. Heal the entire team. Level up. So how do we take on Dimitri? I think it's going to be another Swift Strikes with Ferdinand. Because if he can stop him, he doesn't have Vantage. Counterattack, Lance Prowess, Lance Fair, Commander, Defiant Strength, as if you needed that, holy shit. Grants a Void plus 20 while units at full HP. Damn. Hold on a second. X, go away. I can't get the dialogue between them unless I can guarantee that Edelgard will... He's standing on a stronghold. He's got plus 30 avoid. He has 45 charm. He also has more avoid because of his frickin' super high HP. His HP being at full. So he currently has 59 avoid. And that's just his base avoid. That's not taking into account the stronghold. So he actually has 89 avoid at the moment. Which is insane. So, from a purely theoretical standpoint, let's have a look at how much damage Ferdinand does with Swift Strike. Oh, he doesn't have Swift Strikes anyway. Oh my god, I forgot. I don't have it. Right, we Shatter Slash. It's only a 67 chance to hit. 49 damage back, but only 48 hit. 72, 67. Night Nail is good for accuracy. The Brave Lance. Oh, only 42 hit. Oof. Spear of Assault is good. Assault Troop's good. But only if we get more people joining in. Silver Lance. Yeah, when we get more people joining in, we might just be able to gambit Dimitri to the point where he doesn't have full health anymore. Now, thankfully, he doesn't move. So we can just take our time setting up around him. Wait, if Yuri were to attack, 11 times 2, 38, and then he just gets killed in return. Oh boy, the Brave Bow's even worse. Cool. So I will have him go here just to be in partial range. Go there too. Go there as well. Edelgard go here. Hubert, whatever. Mercedes. Linhart. Oh, sure, why not? Items, 11 sword plus, since it has extra range. Just dance for Yuri. Okay, so she's not getting XP for dances anymore. Right, so now we get to take our time. He has counterattack, so he's gonna counter at whatever the hell range he wants anyway. This is Sketch, because he has 15% crit on Edelgard. This, I think we've already determined the Spear of Assault with Night Kneeler is the way to go. Ferdinand has a good chance to survive here. He also has a good chance to proc the Crest of Keyhole. Okay. That's... Oh dear. That's not an option. At all. How about the Arrow of Indra? Well, Hubert gets evaporated. Although he does 47 with a 99 hit chance, right? So that becomes a 100 hit chance once Dimitri gets below... Okay. I wonder if Mercedes has any interesting dialogue. Not that I can find out without her dying. Yuritsa? Oh, he can actually just hit him. And then even if he gets crit, he doesn't die.
You will not kill one more soul. You will not steal one more thing. I will not allow it. Here and now, I stand against you.
Yeah, the fact that Yuritsa takes that much damage is kind of whack. So Hubert still can't quite kill him. I need to hit once more. Let's see. Lysithea with the Caduceus staff. Dies. She totally dies. Dorothea with the Levin sword. Totally dies. Ferdinand with the Spear of Sal. Totally dies. Actually, he's a very good chance to not die. Edelgard with Aimer. Has a chance to die. 15 crit on a 60 hit. I'm not willing to roll the dice on that. I want to see the dialogue so bad though. Monster Breaker could kill, but it's very low hit. The Brave Axe gives a very low chance to avoid damage. It's about a 1 in 4 chance. Not risking that. 48 and 18. Oh yeah, that's right. He does just enough damage to... Linhardt. Divine Pulse for story? No, I can't, because if Edelgard dies, that's it. It will make me Divine Pulse. And if it makes me Divine Pulse, then I lose, because I can't use Divine Pulse. So Edelgard or Yominaga dying is it. There is no seeing just for the story with this. That's right, yeah, Hubert dies, but, although Hubert could Gambit. That's not bad. Linhardt still has Raging Flames. Although I don't think Linhardt has very good charm. 95 hit. That is enough for Hubert to pick up the kill. Yeah, you couldn't have... I couldn't have said it better myself. Unfortunately, this doesn't lower his stats or Radohum or anything because of Commander. This is probably worth trying, but the only thing that can go wrong here is for him to get crit on the first hit and then hit on the second hit. That can still happen. The odds are extremely low. And, I mean, the Crest of Keyhole might also proc. So there are so many things, like, going for Ferdinand right now. I cannot give him a better chance to survive. Oh, he actually procced his crest too. No counter for you. So if Edelgard... If she finishes him off, it'll be Poetic Justice, but... Let me see what's in the convoy first. I think I actually sold the other axes, yeah. I sold the iron axes, which had better hit rate. That was a mistake. Maybe I should make Mercedes do it. There's a bit of poetic justice in Mercedes doing it, right? I don't actually know if they have regular dialogue or alternate dialogue or what. But I'm just double checking. Dimitri doesn't have Vantage. No, Dimitri doesn't have Vantage. Okay, so... Yeah, I think I'll have Mercedes do it. She used to be one of his anyway, right?
Not only have you become the Emperor's lapdog, but you have turned against your own people. From the depths of hell, you will regret taking the land of...
So that's what he says when you attack with someone who used to be in his class. Yeah. That was guaranteed from turn 1 when I killed 6 people in one. I'll bet, yeah. I'm not surprised your motivation is maxed out. Whew. Holy shit, have I already been streaming for 3¼ hours? Alright, skipping that. Race the loading screen. Mm-hmm. Wow. It's like loading screen cutscene, loading screen cutscene, loading screen cutscene. Literally. This will be a longer loading screen because it's actually the one before the battle. But I'm not going to be doing that battle this stream. I've already gone on for long enough. This episode is going to take a while to get through. I don't want to subject people to like a 5.5, 6 hour stream. So I am going to leave it for here. And I also need to pick up Laura. I actually need to go and pick up Laura pretty much right away. So what I will do is I'll replenish everyone's battalions. And I'll repair everything that I possibly can. After selling everything that I possibly can. That is no longer essential. Silver Shield, I'm not using. The Bow of Zoltan, I'm not using. The Brave Bow, I got another Brave Bow, so I'm not using that. I'll get rid of that. I'll get rid of this Iron Lance. Get rid of this Brave Axe. Okay. So, Blacksmith. I want to repair Aimer. Oh, that's 2,500 right there. Yep. And we swap out this Silver Axe Plus for the other Silver Axe Plus. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Alright. Oh, I need to take the Cadmos shield off of Hubert because I don't know why he bothers having it. I'm gonna trade him back the magic staff off of Lysithia. Yuritsa can keep the Lamppost shield. Lysithia doesn't need the accuracy ring. Who am I gonna give that to? Ferdinand doesn't need the knowledge gem anymore, so he may as well... Oh no, he can have the Cadmos shield, because I'm gonna turn him into a Great Knight. Don't forget the shield. Yeah, I actually I read your comment and I was like, oh yeah, the shield. Ferdinand, great knight. He gets more HP, more defense, little less move, res, dex, speed. You know what? That's fine. Lance fair and X fair, I'll take it.
Giving less than your all is unacceptable.
Cool. And abilities. So we want Ferdinand to... I don't think he needs the weight anymore. So he can have Aegis. Very useful for helping against ranged attacks. Lance Prowess and Swordbreaker. I'll keep that, may as well. And Combat Arts. Yes. I need the Swift Strikes, thank you. And since you're not really using an axe, you can have Smite instead. The move might be useful. Swift Strikes, an attack that strikes twice, yeah. And they both have a chance to proc the crest. Yeah, that's fine. I think everyone's combat arts are okay, honestly. Like, it was only Ferdinand's that I needed to worry about. Bane of Monsters... if only I had A rank in sword, could have wind sweep. Fading blow is always good to have though. Lightning axe, that's the magic attack. I don't really need to worry about the magic attack. Monster breaker. Why do you even have Night Kneeler? What's the point? You may as well just have lightning axe. Your eaters are all good. Glowing ember, wind sweep. Yep. Yeah, okay, so they're all good. Battalions are all good. Did anyone else learn any new abilities? Yuri learned a new ability. It was Assassinate. Oh, sorry, it was Lethality, yeah. Quarter chance to instantly kill a foe when dealing damage. It's 0.25 times dex. So, what's his dex at? 30? So, 7.5% chance to just instantly kill someone. It sounds really low, but you'd be surprised how often it procs, and I think it's the last map, right? I may as well. So we'll go with Lethality. It can proc on sword shots and bow shots as well. Okay, so Linhardt doesn't need anything there. Yuritsa... I'm gonna leave a slot open for counterattack. So I think I'll make it Axebreaker. Axebreaker unequipped, so I'll leave that open for, yeah, counterattack. Edelgard. Edelgard is amazing, as she is. Perfectly fine as she is. I never use that. Vantage? Hubert, no. Dorothea is perfect the way she is. Scythia, Bowbreaker. Actually, Bowbreaker is something I can definitely have over Battalion Desperation. So that might come in helpful at some point. Okay, so reclass is good. The battalions are all good. Oh, everyone's coming. There are no adjutants. Cool. So yeah, Ferdy has his Cadmos shield. Fetters of Droomy with a brave bow. Iron gauntlets, silver gauntlets, healing staff. He also has healing focus, so I think he's good. He doesn't really need any other item. Unless I give him the accuracy ring, knowledge gem, black accuracy ring he doesn't really need because he is already really good. Hang on. Hang on, I got a message, Laura. Be there in half an hour or so, if that's fine. Magic staff, goddess ring. Healing staff. No, you know what? Since Marianne's coming to the fight, I'll give her her accuracy ring back. Yeah. That's alright. So, marketplace. Repair this. I can't afford to repair it. Shit. Repair this. I can't afford to repair it. Okay. Okay. The Spear of Asal is fine. It doesn't really need repairing. And it would probably cost a shit ton anyway. I think everyone's okay. Like, are there any other weapons that I want to use? The Killer Lance, possibly. There's no point giving the Killer Lance to Yuritsa. I could give the Killer Lance to 30 over the hammer. Yeah, so I'll do that, actually. That becomes a Brave Lance plus. More hit and more might is good. That would then use the rest of my cash. Yeah, put the hammer away. That's okay. You can have the Killer Lance, and in fact, I'll forge that right now. Oh, I'm out of Black Sand Steel. I can't. Damn it. That's right. Maybe I'll just forge the Brave Lance. Yep, I'll just forge the Brave Lance. More might and more hit. Excellent. Everyone's pretty much as good as they're gonna get, I think. If I can sell anything else... The knowledge... I don't need the knowledge gem anymore. Or the iron gauntlets. I don't think I need the hammer anymore. I'm gonna sell this silver axe. The thing is, the reason I'm doing this is because I want to be able to repair the Sword of the Creator. I don't need this hammer anymore. Repair. Yeah, oh my god, I have exactly enough money. I am now broke. Have you ever seen that? Someone having literally 0 gold at the end of the game? What do we just call that, like, perfect money management throughout the entire playthrough? Or a fluke? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna save it and get it in the stream. I think everyone is prepared as well as they possibly can be for this final battle. So, with that, I'm gonna leave it here. Next time I do this, it's make or break. It's win or lose. It's conquer or die. So, thank you for showing up, Talkable Kirby and Dark Zara. And thank you to anyone who watches this in the future. And Alice says bye as well. I mean, when she's not licking. Anyway, yes, have a good sleep. Have a good night. I will enjoy the rest of my day. Thank you very much. Alright.